Alright, let's talk about something that's way more fascinating than you'd expect. Municipal golf courses. Wait, hear me out. These aren't just random public parks with grass and flags. They're time capsules, community battlegrounds, and sometimes even stages for the world's best golfers. But here's the thing most lists get wrong: they focus on the glitz, not the grit. So today, we're tearing up the map and asking, what do these courses really tell us about America's relationship with golf? Spoiler, it's not about the grass. It's about the people. /N/N. Let's start with a paradox. The U.S. Open happens at municipal courses like Torrey Pines and Chambers Bay, right? But most people think of muni golf as the cheap seats. Slow rounds, bad greens, and carts that smell like old hot dogs. So why do the most elite tournaments keep coming back to public land? Because there's a secret here. Munis are where golf stops being a sport and becomes a mirror. Take Highland Park in Alabama, the oldest course in the state. It survived decay in the 20th century only because locals fought to restore it. That's not just maintenance. It's cultural preservation. Same with Bethpage Black in New York, where working-class golfers walk the same fairways as Tiger Woods did in 2002. These places aren't just for playing. They're for proving who golf belongs to. /N/N. Now let's debunk the muni equals cheap myth. Chambers Bay in Washington charges $325 for non-residents. That's more than some private clubs. But here's the twist. The money funds public access. It's a subsidy model most people don't realize exists. Meanwhile, Augusta Municipal, yes, that Augusta costs $35 for locals but $95 for outsiders. It's like the master's shadow economy. What does this say about how we price recreation? Munis aren't just affordable. They're laboratories for social experiments in leisure. /N/N. What fascinates me most are the transformation stories. Montana's Old Works golf course sits on a toxic copper smelter site. Now it's got black slag bunkers and Jack Nicklaus signature. That's not a renovation. It's alchemy. Same with Sand Creek Station in Kansas, which turned prairie grasses into a championship links. These aren't just design wins. They're environmental R&D projects disguised as golf. And let's not forget Winter Park's 9-hole layout in Florida. In an era obsessed with 18-hole extravagance, this course proves greatness isn't about length. It's about intentionality, like a haiku versus a novel. /N/N. But here's the deeper question. Why do some states have iconic munis while others have whatever the opposite of that is? Look at California versus Hawaii. Torrey Pines is a geological marvel with Pacific cliffs, while Wailua in Kauai uses golf to fund rainforest conservation. One's about spectacle, the other's about survival. Both are municipal, but they serve totally different cultural purposes. And let's call out the elephant in the fairway. Why do northern states dominate these lists? From Boston to Minnesota, there's a legacy of Golden Age architecture. Meanwhile, states like Nevada or Arizona lean into desert spectacle. Is golf's heartland actually a relic of early 20th century urban planning? /N/N. Let me throw a hot take on the grill. The best muni in America isn't even on this list. It's the one that doesn't exist yet. Because the future of municipal golf isn't about preserving Donald Ross layouts. It's about adapting to climate change, urban density, and younger generations who hate dress codes. Places like Herndon Centennial in Virginia or Quail Hollow in Idaho are already blending affordability with modern design. They're not museums. They're blueprints. /N/N. So next time you see a best of list, ask yourself, who's telling this story? A course's true value isn't in its bunkers or green fees. It's in the fights to keep it open, the kids who learn their first swing there, and the way it anchors communities. Golf isn't dying, it's evolving. And if you don't believe me, go play 18 holes at a muni where the starter still knows your name. That's not nostalgia. That's the future.